Welcome to the most famous and popular place here in Qatar, which is Souq Waqif. So today we're going to explore why this place is, so famous here in Qatar. So Souq Waqif loosely translates to standing market because the souk is closely located to the port where people used to come with their ship or dhow boats that they used back in the days to come and trade different items here in the souk. Talk about perfumes, garments, spices, coffee. So we're going to see a whole lot of that. So I am your host with the most, and I go by the name of your boy Beats. Welcome to another channel. And yes, we are still here in Qatar, even if the World Cup has ended. And also we are going to see the cloth that Messi put on when he rose or when he raised the FIFA World Cup trophy. And that cloth is called a beast. So many controversy. Maybe I might buy one myself or wear one. So our first stop is going to be the camel pen. Let's go. So now we are in the camel pen, and as you can see, we are surrounded by a lot of camels, and there are actually 60 in total, and they belong to the ruler of this country, and his name is His Highness Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani. So these camels, as you can see, they all have one hump, right? That big hump, and they're called dromedary camels because they have one hump, and they are all female camels. They say that female camels are easy to train and they are calm. I don't know if that applies to humans, but that's what they say about these camels. So camels have been with the Qatar people for a very long time. It dates back when this place was still a desert, and nowadays each and everyone can just book an Uber if they want to go from one place to another. So we could say this was the Uber that people used to use back in the days. Quite a nice ride. I think I should start an application, when you are waiting for your ride, an Uber application. When you're waiting for your ride, it shows a camel riding, walking towards you. That's a good idea. Scratching its back. Oh, nice. Yes, so that's all to do with the camels. Our next stop is going to be the horse stable. So let's go see the horses. So now we are in the horse stable. As you can see, it is right in front of the Qatar's Buckingham Palace, or Qatar's own White House, and that building that you see there, it's actually called the Emir Diwan. This is where the ruler of the state works. That's a government office. And we have the horses. The horse stables are here, and all the horses that you can see are actually Arabian horses. The beautiful thing about this horse is it is one of the oldest breed of horses that you'll find on earth. And they actually have 17 ribs compared to all other horses in the world, and this is because of their short stature. And they're beautiful. They have a beautiful tail. Even the hair, it's quite beautiful, more beautiful than many other ladies' hair. So yeah, this is the horse stable. And like I said before, same like the camels, these horses actually belong to the ruler of the state of Qatar. If you like horses, this is a place to come, but unfortunately you can't ride them. They are only ride by the Souq Waqif police station, just like these guys. Okay, so now we are at another place where we're going to find some animals, but these animals are very special to the Qatar people. It's actually a falcon souk. So falcons here in Qatar are a sign of prestige and power. They don't take falcons as pets, but as their own family. But did you know that if you fly with Qatar Airways, you can find a falcon in the first class? And did you know that a falcon can own its own passport? Yes, and a falcon, the bird that can own its own passport. How are you? Yes. So we are going to see a lot of the falcons. Just to talk about the falcons, they have a lifespan of 8, 12 to 15 years, and there are 4 species of falcons. But here in Qatar, the most special one is called the peregrine falcon. and it is also the fastest falcon that you're going to find. Plus, it is the most expensive falcon, ranging from not from over 1 million Qatari riyals. So we're talking about more than 270,000 US dollars is how much you can purchase a peregrine falcon. But the falcons are that special that the Qatari people built a falcon hospital. Imagine a hospital for the falcons themselves. And good thing is we are about to go inside that hospital, and it is actually the second biggest falcon hospital in the world, the first one being in Abu Dhabi, UAE. But enough said, let's go see the falcon hospital, how it looks like. You don't take my word for it, let's come and see. Also, do you know that they even have a vending machine inside the hospital? Come, I'll show you. Let's go. This is the Falcon Hospital. I talked about a vending machine. That is the vending machine that we can see, the green one. Do you see it's even written pharmacy? So in the vending machines that we're used to, we get Snickers, Coke, some snacks. But this Falcon Hospital has a vending machine just dedicated for the medicine of the falcons. And when we go to a normal hospital, there is a waiting area for the guest, right? So here in the hospital, the owners of the falcons, when they bring them, they take their seats here, and the waiting area for the falcons is this. Cool, right? A waiting area for even the falcons. But anyway, I want to show you something that is amazing as well, because you might be wondering, it's just a small life falcon hospital. But even here in this hospital, we can also find a chat that we can find in a normal hospital. Can you see? We have the intensive care unit, we have the endoscopy, I don't think the only thing that is missing is a gynecologist. Let me check if they have. No gynecologist, but still shows that this hospital is quite special. Even they have a museum just dedicated for the falcons. A museum just for the falcons. Come. So in this place, you see the different types of falcons that you can find all over the world, where they have migrated from: Australia, UK, a whole lot of places. So as you can see from the buildings that are around me, they look old. They have an old design to them, but they're actually not that old. Though the Souq dates back to the 20th century, in 2003, unfortunately, it caught fire and part of the Souq burned down. But the ruler in that time, who is the father, Emir Sheikh Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani, decided to reconstruct the Souq in its old image. Hence, you see this building looking like they're actually old, but they were reconstructed back in 2008. So I just want to talk about the tower that we can see there, which is behind me. So back in the days, if you lived here in Qatar, if you see a house with a tower like that, it means it was a rich person house. Let's say modern day, you can compare it to Elon Musk. So why do I say so? Because this was a desert and it is still hot. It's just that we're in winter, but it was very hot back in the days. So they used to build towers like that. So when the wind can pass through the open spaces in the tower, it makes its way down the house, where under the tower they would put some buckets with some water, or sometimes some wet towels, that the wind, when it hits the water, it cools the environment. The whole house will be cool. Such a clever way to have an AC, But now we are going to go through the bed market, where we're going to see some beds, and into the spice area, where we'll see different types of spices that they sell. Let's go. So now we are in the spice market. As I said, we have a whole lot of spices that we can find here. So spices, these ones, they don't really originate here in Qatar, but they come from places like India, and they sell different types of spices like the dried lemon, you can see. And these lemons are not only used to spice the food but as medicine as well. And we have the hibiscus, which you can make lovely tea from it. They sell also cinnamon, cardamom, alum. You know, the funny thing about this thing, alum, you know, this is something that they used back in the days. Even up to now they still use. Let me get a big one. Okay, I'll just use one. So they used to use this for the aftershave and even as their deodorant. So if you smell it, it has just a mild smell to it, but it can help you very well. If you don't have, before we had the Nivea deodorants, this is what they used to use, and some people still use it even up to now. It's a clever and useful thing to use if you are, not bathing. So now we see this old picture. As you can see, it's very beautiful, very beautiful and old. So this street, this picture was taken back in the 1960s, 70s. We can't really tell the year, but from the cars that we can see here, you can actually judge it. It's around that time. So this is the Souq back in the days. So this very street is the same as this street if you look at here. The only difference is that nowadays in the Souq there are no cars that goes through. So back in the days the streets were very wide and cars used to pass by, but when the reconstruction took place in 2008 they made the street a little bit narrow because it's safe now for people if they're walking around. No need to look back if a car is coming by, but the street is very same. So even the houses, so as I said, many different people used to come here to trade. When they came, they used to trade in these shops down here, and the upper part they used it as accommodation. This is where they used to sleep because they would spend some days, some weeks whilst they're here in Qatar whilst trading. And now we are about to hit the souvenir and restaurant street, where we'll see different restaurants and different souvenir shops. As we are heading to the police, I need the police to arrest someone for me. So let's go. So now we are in the police station. So in the Souq, you actually find that there is a police station that is located here. If you have any queries or any worries, the police people here can assist you. And they're actually the only police who still wear the old uniform, which is the khaki and the gutra on top that they put on the white gutra. The other police now wear the blue uniform. But also here, an amazing thing that you'll find in Souq Waqif is Bismillah Hotel, which is the oldest and the smallest hotel. So can you take a guess? I'll just give you a few seconds. Take a guess how many rooms you'll find in that hotel, which is Bismillah Hotel. I'll give you 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you had said 2 rooms, you're very correct. The hotel only has 2 rooms. Imagine. And if you book now, the only available time you'll find for next year, maybe let's say October, because the hotel is almost fully booked most of the time. So Bismillah Hotel is the oldest and the smallest hotel here in Qatar. We also have the golden thumb that you can see there. The golden thumb, this one represents the map and the shape of the country, because Qatar's map looks like a thumb. And this installation, or this art, was actually designed by a French architecture called Cesar Baldacchini, and it was put in 2019. This was a thumbs up to Qatar when they won the Arab game in the Arab Cup in 2019. So now we have some football that are still going on. Argentina, some Argentinian guys. Okay, we'll end the video from here now. Back to